Good morning, this is Rachel again with Infused Meadow, and my last video I showed you how to make powdered sugar. So in this one I need to make some brown sugar. Now, as most of y'all may remember, I'm not in Tennessee. So you'll find that this video is probably different than what you're used to. I have had a hard time trying to find molasses. So I'm having to use blackstrap treacle. Now, if you've ever used that, you know that there is a bitter taste to blackstrap treacle. So to counter that, but to give us the color, we're going to be adding some light corn syrup, Cairo. I can get this on Amazon. So to my bowl, I'm going to be adding 3 cups of sugar, and then I'll be adding 3 tablespoons of the blackstrap treacle, and 3 tablespoons of the corn syrup so that I get a light-ish brown sugar. And I'm going to be adding it to this because this was only made like 2.5 weeks ago, so I'm not worried. I'm going to get everything into the bowl. I'll bring it right back. So we have our sugar in our bowl. In goes the blackstrap, and you'll see it is thick. And with that, I'm going to add my corn syrup. So, this will clump. What you want to do is use your spatula to try to push it down into the sugar. And then once you get it so far, you're going to just go in with your hands to make sure that you can, keep any of the lumps out of your sugar. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 cup more of the sugar. So give me 1 second. I need to grab my butter knife that I just put up. I'll be right back. Okay, so I should not need any more. This is just, it's been one of those mornings. 5:20 came way too early, and, well, here we are. Alright, so you're going to go in with your hands, clean hands, and then you're just going to crush this, kind of, put it in your hands. I run it back and forth. I want to get all those lumps out and worked into the sugar. And as you work this in, you'll find little pockets of white sugar that are hiding. You just work them in. I don't wear my ring for this. You'll notice that I wear my wedding band a lot, but certain things, yeah, it's a pain in the butt to get it out. So I don't wear my ring for this. It's too much of a pain, and I don't want it. Okay, so we're getting there. You'll find that it's usually a tablespoon per cup. A tablespoon of your molasses, or in this case, the treacle, per cup. Now, what I generally do is, depending on your recipes, you might want to add more white sugar, because maybe you're looking for a lighter rather than a golden. But this right here is good with me. Just making sure that I got all those lumps out. I think I just found one. Okay. Now, if you wanted this to be a darker brown sugar, you'll add 2 tablespoons per cup. But you can always start with a tablespoon and a half per cup, and then just get it to the color that you're looking for. But the usual is 2 tablespoons per cup. And then as far as the Cairo goes, if you want, you're always welcome to do like 1 tablespoon of your treacle. Don't use the Cairo if you have molasses. Molasses is just straight up 1 tablespoon per 1 cup of sugar. But if you have the treacle and you don't want that bitter taste, then 1 tablespoon of your treacle, and then add in, like I do a 1-to-1 ratio. I do 1 tablespoon of the treacle to 1 tablespoon of the Cairo. And I find that that gives the flavor that I'm after, especially when I'm making my cookies, or like my banana bread, you know, all kinds of things. Anyway, you can see that I have a mess. I hope that this helps. This stores just like any of your other brown sugar does. You just put it in an airtight container and use it. Alright, I have a mess that I'm now going to clean up and put this into that container, and you'll see me using this later. Y'all have a wonderful day.